Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back out in my local woods and something a little bit different. Some of you have asked what I carry on a day hike out to the woods, so I thought it'd be a nice day today because the sun's out to go and show you what I carry and what I take out. I mean, this changes. Obviously I think it's like -3 out today, so I've got all the warm kit on, but it will change season to season. But the basic kit, like the shelter, cooking kit, all that will stay the same. I might use different bits and bobs, but you know, depending on what I'm cooking. But yeah, the basics will be the same. But yeah, hope you enjoy it, and let's get into it. Okay then folks, what we've got in front of us then is the carry system that I have. Starting with a small black pouch, that's from Helicon Text, and that's their Bushcraft line. I'll put a link to all the kit in this video. Okay, that has got all my electronics in, my fold-up tripods, spare batteries, all that sort of stuff. So that's all. That is all purely for filming. Then moving on to the Bergen, then this is a 50-litre BFM from CamelBak. So the BFM is a battlefield medic. This would have an insert inside it, basically, because this all drops down. I'll show you later. This all drops down like a clamshell opening, so it all opens out, and then you'd have the opening with all your emergency, basically your life-saving equipment. Okay, but today I've got it filled with warm kit, food, stoves, tarp setup and everything. Okay, so that's all. Literally, that holds enough for me personally for all my day kit to come out on a Bushcraft day kit. Okay, moving around it then, this has got a brilliant, it's one of the most comfortable bags I've ever had. So there is like a zip here where you can put your CamelBak actual water reservoir in. I've got a 3 litre, but not today. I've just got water bottles, but that is an option. On here is my secondary camera, easy to get hold of. Okay, if I want to take, so that's my Sony in there. So I want to take more slow motion shots. I can just take out the pouch. It got 2 side zip compartments here, one that side, one that side. And I'll show you, it's got a front, main front pouch here. Sorry, so these pouches here I've added on extra. So in here I've got a spare stove setup. It's a little alcohol stove from Des Catty. In here I've got my main bleeds kit. If I'm using axes, saws, big blades, I always have that on there. In here I've got my small life systems medical kit, and in this one I've got my possibles pouch with all my backup lighters, spare blade, all that sort of stuff. So moving on to the front, this drops down. It's quite untidy today, but in there's all zip compartments in here. So I've got my wax covered sheet, my fire lighting kit, Bushcraft gloves, and I think that's it. So yeah, you can see this is really well laid out. Then I've got the main compartment here. You can see how this all opens out like a clamshell. Boom. So in there I've got my food bag, got my kettle and cup, tarp system, plates, and my main chair there, because I always try and take a chair out with me when I'm doing certainly like Bushcraft sort of stuff. Cool, what I'll do, I'll get it all laid out and I'll take you through it. Let's go. Okay then guys, I'm going to take you through the loadout then, but I would just want to mention a few things first. All the kit that I'm showing you, I'm trained to use, and all the kit I'm showing you is not sponsored by anyone. I'm not sponsored by any companies. Okay, I bought it all with myself. If I didn't buy it, I got issued it from the military. Okay, so yeah, cool. Right then, let's get into it. I've got my trusty pointer in the mark of a Mark 1 stick. Okay, then going from the left. Right, so we've got a bag. I have a bag for all my cooking stuff. Okay, because they get dirty. So I've got a bag for my plate. That's my the plate there, the pan that you've seen probably in the videos if you watch my channel, with a Trangier handle. Then I've got a brand new stove. Whoop, another one. this is the extra, or this is the large Twig stove from Modern Warfare. Reason why I got this is because he's a fellow veteran like myself, and I just like supporting veterans, and he's a great guy. So I'll put a link to his Etsy page in the description. Okay, then that's my fire kit. Then this is my food bag. This is today now, right? Okay, so I didn't really plan today, so I thought the sun's out, I'm just going to go out and make a video. And you've been asking for a gear review, or what I take out with me, so I thought, why not? So literally I went to the co-op and just bought bought some food out, so I wouldn't normally take it in packaging like this, but yeah, so I've got a steak, smoked cheese, some like white rolls, Snickers. I love Snickers. That's my seasoning set there, and then 2 eggs. So don't really know how I'm going to do all that. I'll probably have like a steaky, cheeseburgery type with an egg for lunch. So moving on then, up here we've got my kettle. That's a Trangia kettle. I love that, and that's my my Bushcraft mug. Some brew kit there. The light fry cooking oil, olive oil, the KFS knife, fork, spoon set in there, water bottle, that's a litre of water there. Then moving on to the bag itself, these are the pouches that I mentioned, but I've laid them all out now so you can see. Okay, so that's the 50 litre BFM Battlefield Medic CamelBak, and then this is one of my go-to tarps now. This is the Helicon Tex Super Pro tarp. I like it. I love the ED hammocks, but this one is just ticks all the boxes for me. It's got the same amount of attachment points, and it comes in a zip bag, so it's really easy to stow. I'll talk about that later. I've got my work gloves there. I've got my Mora Neve Garberg. I've got my Leatherman's Wave Plus. I've got my One Tigress chair. Then moving on, I've got my bivvy table. I've got my basic first aid kit. I've got my possibles pouch, and then I've got my Des Cat's, well, this Des Cat's little stove there. And then this is that's the meth burner he does, and that's I take that every time. That stays in my bag all the time. So I've got enough there to make a nice brew, or even cook some food if that one fails or something goes wrong. Okay, and then this kit here is basically my bleeds kit. So this is what lives in this pouch here, with the med pouch. All right, because like I say, I'm using big blades. All right, usually I'd have a saw with me as well. It's just, yeah, doing bushcraft it can be quite dangerous. Okay, and accidents do happen. So I've got 2 Battlefield tourniquets there. I've got hemostatic gauze there. I've got an Israeli bandage or an ECB bandage there, and I've got tough cut scissors. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for big bleeds, and that is pretty much it. Is that a lot of kit? I don't know. It's what I use. I love it. It works for me. So yeah. Any questions, please whack them in the comments. And would you do anything different? Would you carry anything different? You probably would, but this works for me. And that's what I find a lot about gear and equipment that people use. That probably wouldn't suit everyone that I've just shown everyone there, but it suits me for today. It's what I take out pretty much on a day-to-day, every time I come out to the woods. So yeah, I love it. It's I mean, listen now, you got a dog walker and you got the motorway about 15 miles away, but other than that, all I can hear is the local birds, the squirrels running around. It's beautiful, and that's why I do it, just to come out and be still as well. All right then, folks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through my firebox. So this is a black plastic secure waterproof protective case for it. I've got a red lanyard on it, purely so I can see it if I, in low light, I'll drop it or something like that, or I need to see it, and also red for fire. So it's got 4 catches on it. Open up, and all I've got to do, simple kit in there. I've got a spare lighter with duct tape around it for tinder. I've got a little bit of inner tube here for emergency fire lighting. I've got some fire card, and I use that pretty much all the time. I've got a spare ferro rod, again lit up with a if I drop that, I can see it on the deck quite easily. And it's also got a bit more electrical tape there for extra tinder. And I got these fire bundles, the firewalls, really good for starting fires. Got a candle to keep a flame going if I want to do get a flame, just in case of emergencies. And then little bits of fat wood that I can do shavings from, and start it that way if it's really desperate, if it's really bad, okay, and I can't get it going. Cool, that's it. Nice and simple. It's all stuff that I know that works. Okay folks, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to take you through the basic med kit that I've got. That's in this red pouch here. Cool, so starting then, I've got basic plasters and different types of dressings, okay, different sizes. I've got Compy blister plasters, okay, really good. Steri strips for holding minor wounds together. Burn soothe, I need to get some more of that actually. So that's a burn cream, I think it's aloe vera, and that you can put on, because obviously using campfires and stoves and stuff, put that in. Bite sting, I'll keep that all year round. All year round, because there's bugs everywhere, especially in the UK. Then lots of wound cleaning wipes, okay, there's Life Systems there, and ones from Boots, okay. Obviously these aren't sponsored or anything. Zinc oxide tape, any medic knows that zinc oxide tape holds the army together. And then good old safety pins there, okay, also can be used for popping blisters if needed. I've got some basic small dressings with bandages on, so there's a dressing with bandage already attached, so there are 2 of those, medium size. I've got some ticked tweezers here. Basic fabric plasters, a bit more, but these are like heavyweight, so these are more durable. There's a hypodermic needle there, okay, all sealed. That's for popping massive blisters, okay, for obviously not burns or anything like that, but blisters from when you're walking on your feet. Then normal tweezers, okay, really good, for getting thorns out, especially out in the woods. Then these scissors. These scissors we've got, these are from Life Systems. These came with the med pack, and I've got measurements in centimeters. Okay, so that's really useful if you get a sting or a bite, and it swells up and it starts to go red. Okay, you can actually measure it. It's really useful to see if it's obviously tracking or getting infected. So yeah, cool. And moving down to some medication. Good old Gaviscon. I suffer with terrible wind, okay, if anyone who knows me knows that. All right, so Gaviscon there. I've got some cocodamol, some painkillers there, and normal paracetamol, and some instant relief diarrhea tablets, okay, because no one really wants to squits when you're out in the woods or out in the hills, okay. So luckily I never use them, but yeah, have them anyway. Cool, and that's my basic medical kit. Oh, I'd also have some rubber gloves with me as well. They go in there, okay, just to protect myself. Cool. Okay then folks, Possible's pouch next, or what's its pouch, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this is all kept inside my Maxpedition pouch here. Okay, so starting from the top left then, spare cordage. That's about 2 meters there, enough for like bootlaces or a spare belt. Okay, I've got a fire steel and a striker, really good. Spare spork, in case one breaks or I forget mine. A waterproof notebook with a Sharpie permanent pen, really good. That's like obviously leaving messages, God forbid I get any casualties or any injuries, or I need to leave a message for someone to find me or something like that. Water purification tablets. One tablet will do 1 litre in 30 minutes, but I always boil my water anyway if I can. Space blanket to keep emergency heat source, okay, to keep myself warm. Electrical tape, really good for tinder or repairs around camp. A little O-light here. This is what I hang up in my tarp if I'm doing an overnighter, or in my tent. Head torch, Olight again. I'll leave links in the description, guys. Okay, non-affiliate, okay, because I don't get paid for anything like this. So yeah, that's a really good head torch, really bright. Tissues, a loo roll, nothing worse than getting caught short. Spare lighter with electrical tape around it. Really crucial sometimes, okay, especially if you've got rattling zips. These are earplugs, all right, if you need to get some sleep and the wind's keeping you awake. My Leatherman's wave multi-tool. Now sometimes I swap that out for like a Swiss Army knife, because that is a beast, okay, but it's really good. I've had it for years, okay, never let me down. Then a little map light, okay, it's a white light, okay, but it's really bright. And that is it. That's my possibles pouch. Cool. I hope you find these I hope you find this video interesting and useful. Yeah, and that goes with me everywhere. That goes with me on hikes, out to the Peak District, out to the woods, no matter what, it goes with me. Cool. Okay then, folks, that's it for this one. I've took all my rubbish with me. I've collapsed everything down, left everything how it was. I'll put the fire out, put the water down, all the usual good skills. Leaving no trace. Cool. Wow, it's getting dark now. Oh, what a great camp. I loved it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I take on a day camp. Yeah, so like I say, I've got no affiliation to anyone or anything or any companies that I've shown today. So yeah, it's all bought with my own money. And I just hope you enjoy seeing what I take out. So yeah, cool. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and take care, and I'll see you on the next one. See you soon.